What if I told you that the same week a billionaire spent $300 million on a super yacht, over 38 million Americans couldn't afford their next meal? What if the real cost of that luxury purchase wasn't just money, but the erosion of entire communities, the destruction of our environment, and the widening of a gap that's tearing society apart? Today we're diving deep into the hidden costs of wealth inequality and luxury trends that nobody talks about. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see luxury consumption in a completely different light. If this sounds like something you want to explore, smash that like button and subscribe for more eye-opening content that challenges how we see the world. Let's start with a mind-bending paradox. In 2024, global luxury spending reached $1.5 trillion. That's trillion with a T. Meanwhile, 3.5 billion people still live on less than $5.50 per day. But here's where it gets really interesting and disturbing. The hidden costs of this inequality aren't just about the money not reaching those who need it. It's about what economists call opportunity cost. But on a societal scale, that's absolutely staggering. Every dollar spent on a $50,000 handbag could have funded a teacher's salary for a year. Every $1 million watch collection could have provided clean water access to 10,000 people. But the real hidden costs go much deeper than simple math. Here's what the luxury industry doesn't want you to know. They're not just selling products. They're selling psychological manipulation on a massive scale. Studies show that exposure to luxury content triggers the same dopamine pathways as gambling addiction. Social media algorithms specifically amplify luxury content because it keeps us scrolling, comparing, and feeling inadequate. This creates what psychologists call aspirational debt. People spending money they don't have on things they don't need to impress people who don't care. The hidden cost, mental health crises, relationship breakdowns, and entire generations trapped in cycles of financial stress. In 2023, 40% of Americans couldn't afford a $400 emergency expense, yet luxury goods sales increased by 12%. We're literally choosing status symbols over financial security. But wait, it gets worse. The environmental hidden costs of luxury consumption are absolutely devastating, and they're deliberately hidden from consumers. A single luxury leather handbag requires 18,000 liters of water to produce. That's enough drinking water for one person for 24 years. The fashion industry alone is responsible for 10% of global carbon emissions, more than all international flights and maritime shipping combined. Here's the kicker. Luxury brands market themselves as sustainable and ethical, but investigation after investigation reveals the opposite. Child labor in cobalt mines for luxury watches, rainforest destruction for exotic leather, ocean pollution from textile dyeing. The hidden cost? We're literally trading the planet's future for temporary status symbols. Perhaps the most devastating hidden cost is what wealth inequality and luxury obsession is doing to the fabric of society itself. When luxury consumption becomes the measure of success, we create what sociologists call social stratification on steroids. Communities become divided not just by income, but by access to basic dignity and respect. In areas with high wealth inequality, we see decreased social mobility, reduced trust between neighbors, higher crime rates, and even lower life expectancy for everyone, including the wealthy. Studies from Harvard and MIT show that children growing up in high inequality areas have a 20% lower chance of escaping poverty, regardless of their parents' income. The hidden cost of luxury culture isn't just individual, it's generational. Now let's expose the machinery behind this madness. The luxury industry spends over $100 billion annually on marketing. Not just advertising, but psychological manipulation techniques that would make casino operators jealous. They use scarcity marketing, limited edition, exclusive access to trigger FOMO. They employ neuroscientists to design store layouts that trigger buying impulses. They partner with influencers to make luxury seem accessible while keeping it deliberately unattainable. The hidden cost? We've created a generation that measures self-worth by material possessions, leading to unprecedented levels of anxiety, depression, and social isolation. But here's where it gets really complex. Every luxury purchase creates ripple effects that touch lives across the globe in ways we never consider. That $5,000 designer dress? It supports a supply chain that often includes exploited workers in developing countries earning $2 per day. The hidden cost isn't just the exploitation, it's the perpetuation of global inequality. Meanwhile, the concentration of wealth in luxury goods creates artificial scarcity in essential markets. When billionaires buy up real estate as luxury investments, housing prices skyrocket for everyone else. The hidden cost? Teachers, nurses, and firefighters can't afford to live in the communities they serve. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be this way. Around the world, communities are developing alternative models that prioritize well-being over wealth accumulation. In Copenhagen, they've implemented happiness economics, measuring success by community well-being rather than GDP. In Amsterdam, they're pioneering circular economy models where luxury means longevity and repairability, not disposal and replacement. These models show that true luxury isn't about exclusion, it's about inclusion. It's not about scarcity, it's about abundance shared. It's not about status, it's about substance. So what are the real hidden costs of wealth inequality and luxury trends? They're not just economic, they're psychological, environmental, social, and moral. We're trading community for competition, sustainability for status, and genuine happiness for hollow materialism. But recognizing these hidden costs is the first step toward making different choices. Every time we choose experiences over objects, community over competition, and sustainability over status, we're voting for a different kind of world. The question isn't whether we can afford luxury, it's whether we can afford its hidden costs. And increasingly, the answer is no. If this video opened your eyes to something new, hit that like button to help others discover these hidden truths. Subscribe for more content that challenges conventional thinking and explores the real costs of our choices. The luxury industry wants us to believe that more is always better. But maybe, just maybe, it's time to redefine what luxury really means.